She's full of life, full of energy, and she's got kind of a natural gravitational pull that draws a lot of people toward her.
Hilary is one of the most caring people that I've ever met. She touches the lives of people she comes in contact with.
Her intelligence, her pizzazz. She's also a role model, someone that they are inspired by and look up to.
Hilary Goldschlager follows her heart wherever it leads her and has found many passions in life as a result. The youth swim coach, trained paramedic, multi-continental hunter, and loyal friend and family member is a positive force for change to everyone she encounters.
Growing up, I was an absolute handful. From the gate, rebellious, rambunctious, loud.
She was a free spirit. Along with that came a sense of adventure, fearlessness.
A huge part of that is from my mom. She said, "You're gonna muster up the strength and we're getting it done." Without her having instilled that in me, I probably wouldn't be the strong, independent woman that I am today. I took my first coaching position in Portola Valley. I had this group of 8 and under girls. They would run around the pool chanting, "We refuse to be average." The smiles on their faces are pretty big. And when they leave feeling happy, then I know I've done something right.
She has a way of coaching them where they want to come to practice. It's not always beautiful out. It's cold, it's dark, it's raining, but they want to come because she's so fun.
Hilary helped me get better at swimming with all the excitement and the enthusiasm, which made me keep swimming.
We don't really think about how every moment is a chance for an amazing moment. It's really building their mentality. It's shaping their own self-esteem and their confidence. And that, I think, speaks volumes over anything else that I could possibly do.
She's able to push these kids to do things they wouldn't do otherwise, and that is a remarkable thing.
I met her when I was 8 years old. She was my first coach. I'd say Hilary is probably one of the biggest role models and mentors I have in my life. And she thinks I'm capable of doing such big things, and to hear that from someone older than me outside of my family is such a special thing.
What I'm doing is trying to breed champions, mentally, physically, but good people with good hearts that care about the world we live in and want to make every day better for themselves and everybody around them.
It's undeniable that Hilary has a positive impact on everyone she meets. But you'd be hard-pressed to find a bigger fan of this California girl than her father, Arnold. Not only has Arnold found a hunting companion for life in his youngest daughter, he's also found someone who's determined to continue the legacy he's built in protecting the Second Amendment.
Well, you know, I was a gun enthusiast and very passionate about the shooting sports, and I didn't have any sons. I had 2 little girls, and I thought they should know how to fire a gun.
The first time that he took me hunting, he was pheasant hunting. I was in 8th grade. And I watched him shoot, and I thought, it's pretty cool.
She seemed to be enjoying herself. And I said, "Would you like to do this?" And she said, "No."
But I had a lot of fun that day. I remember crunching through the grass, following in his footsteps. And, you know, walking behind my dad is really sort of a metaphor for what I've done with much of my life, which is following in his footsteps. They're not easy footsteps to follow, but definitely worth it.
We're in our first hunting camp. Say something, Buana.
Jumbo.
That means hello.
Once we went to Africa, it opened a door that I just willingly went through and found this whole other world.
I never pushed her. You know, I think people who hunt have got to want to hunt. Now, on the 6th day, she said, "Now it's my turn." And I handed her the rifle, and she shot a beautiful oryx, gemsbuck.
I was pretty proud, happy, but the look on my dad's face, it was the proudest I've ever seen him of me in my lifetime. And I'll never forget it.
I knew that I was on my way to be a multi-continent big game hunter. I didn't know how much of it she would share with me at the time.
Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
So one of the alternatives to hunting rhino is to dart a rhino. It is much more dangerous than hunting a rhino because you don't have a rifle. You have a dart gun that's about this big. But you have to be within 25 yards of this massive animal. I was never nervous, which is pretty amazing considering the greatness of the experience.
The moment she got off the truck to go by herself with the PH, I had a moment of fear, saying, what am I doing? Why am I putting my little girl in harm's way? What if she gets killed? But she had no fear. She just hopped off the truck and said, "You wish me luck, Dad."
That rhino darted 2006, #1 record SCI for rhino ever hunted, darted. #1, me, a girl, Hilary from California. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Give me one word to describe the experience. One word.
Speechless.
Hunters, as individuals and collectively, have a deep-rooted respect for the animal and a reverence. It's all about connecting ourselves with the earth because it's from the earth that we come and it's to the earth that we will go.
Although Hilary's love of hunting solidified a father-daughter bond, she didn't come to truly appreciate the importance of the Second Amendment until a traumatizing night in 2009, when her boyfriend, Ben, became the victim of a violent home invasion.
So we got back late, and I was sitting at the computer just kind of winding down and fell asleep at the computer.
Woke up about 4 in the morning to commotion and Ben yelling, "Turn on the light, turn on the light!"
I was stabbed about 8 times. He took my Nintendo and Hilary's phone and stabbed me on his way out the door. It's changed my life, really. Like, a part of me died that night.
Nobody ever thinks this kind of thing can happen to them. I did not have a gun in the house at the time. And the fact of the matter is, nobody can guarantee my safety but me.
I think this puts a fine point on what people need to protect themselves. Personal protection has got to be something that everyone has to take responsibility for.
I'm proof that it can happen. And the message is, find a way to protect yourself. We take serious precautions out here. We have a fully trained police canine.
I recommended that she move out to our ranch, and there are motion detectors and security lights, alarm systems, and our other dog is a great little alarm dog, and she is licensed in 3 states to carry concealed.
I sleep with a loaded shotgun, loaded pistol. I am proficient in defending myself and the lives of anyone around me.
I don't know how having firearms would have changed anything at the time, but I'll tell you that having one now sure makes me feel a lot safer.
I had always been a believer in the NRA and became a life member decades ago, but it wasn't until home invasion that I became a staunch supporter and said, this is something I'm gonna get behind and fight to the end.
Me too.
All right.
The NRA welcomed us at the highest level and made us feel like we were important and family, and that's a great feeling.
And for me, just about really making a difference, especially with women. If there's gonna be any future at all to the shooting sports or hunting or gun rights, it lies with the women. In Indianapolis, I went to the women's luncheon and auction. I realized at that point how much the women do for the NRA. The women that are involved with the Women's Leadership Forum are from all walks of life, who just said, hey, don't mess with me. This is how I feel, this is where I stand, and that's the way it is. I'm the youngest member on the executive committee, and I bring a fresh perspective, not just because I'm from California, but because I represent more of what's out there now. I am this generation's soldier, if you will, for defending our freedom.
Whether she's at the pool, the African savannah, her home, or an NRA event, Hilary is a beacon of hope for what the future will hold. Her enthusiasm and zest for life isn't going unnoticed. In fact, she's drawing others in to follow her lead.
I think the message there, with Hilary is that you don't have to do just one thing. There's a lot of things that you can do, and you can be great at all of them. I trust Hilary with my life, with the lives of my kids. No ifs, ands, or buts.
It's really important to me to extend the shooting experience to those who may not have this opportunity to see, hey, this is good stuff. You're gonna love it, and come on out and give it a try.
I want to learn. I've told Hilary that before, and I would like to actually become proficient at that.
Well, for me, it was great because I grew up being a shooter too. And when you live in Palo Alto, California, there are not many of us. She teaches me a lot. She inspires me, and I'm starting to tear up a little bit. We just care about her a lot, and she's somebody who's to share this part of her life with us is tremendous.
I never thought that a daughter would be able to take the place of a son in the world of adventure. And, she has, entered a field which was previously male-dominated and has excelled and has been a role model to other girls and women.
Made my mark.
I'm proud of my daughter, Hilary, because she now has carried on the Goldschlager hunting tradition into another generation.
My voice is powerful and can be used for something valuable. That's what I'm here for. That is my purpose.
Well, I think everybody wants to be remembered after they're gone, and I want to be remembered for the things I believed in. And fortunately, Hilary has incorporated those beliefs and made them her own.
Every lesson that I learned, every philosophy that he has, and all the greatness and experiences that he created for me and our family is at the core of everything that I do.
The greatest gift I give to the NRA is my daughter, who can continue the fight and the mission for decades to come, long after I'm gone. That makes me feel good.
It's really an honor. It's an honor to be his daughter.
It's an honor to be her father.
Give me some.